Now then. Now then. Okay. Everything seems to be working. It's a good start. Now, I say everything. Well, I haven't really checked everything yet. That is special. Very special. Give me a second while I wait for this fucking window to load, because it, as usually, takes its time. It's sweet as time. Which is sadly not uncommon. But hey, as long as the internet itself is stable, I am quite happy with that. Now then, there it is. I'll get him a little stream. Hello little stream, come here. Let me just quickly look through the details so that everything is actually nice and dandy and not completely horrible. And connect it to the playlist, and I don't need to do this later because I have a tendency to forget. Then we'll get into the thick of it. I shall take a look at my fucking smartphone, because my fucking smartphone is giving me a nice little reminder that something is happening. Change this very nice month. This second week now I'm alone at the store. I kinda don't really have the option of, well, letting somebody else handle it, to put it mildly. Okay, she seems to be working. Now, go to the other window, go like web, go like web, go like web. And we should see something. Soonish. Well then, I need my controller. Of course. And then, as you can so blatantly see, we are back with more Trails in the Sky. As I said, this will be a bit of a focus for the foreseeable future, so that we can actually finish it off in style. Because I want to open up a few more slots, but leaving this hanging in, you know, ad infinitum basically. Did seem to be doing a bit of an injustice to this action. It's a great game, it's quite enjoyable honestly. It's cute, where it counts, and the systems in and of itself, from the combat system to the way the world is built and progresses itself, I do rather enjoy. I will say this game is made rather well, honestly. A lot of work went into it, and it shows. From the many little animations that your little characters actually have, to other nice little things. Yeah, as for, you know, the usual Reader's Digest version of what we did last time, we fought our first round in the combat tournament, learned a bit about, well, who else is in the tournament, and, well, slept well. Now today what we will be doing is the second round of the tournament. Beforehand we will go through the city, do our usual talking to people, because, you know, talking to people is... Well, if you don't enjoy interacting with the NPCs, then you will not actually get much out of this world, apart from, well, I mean, the story itself is not bad. Rather interesting, I might say. But you will actually lose out on a lot of content, basically. So, you know, if you're not into the whole running around and talking to the people, you're kinda in the wrong sort of RPG. I mean, generally speaking, you're not well off in an RPG if you don't like talking to people. So, you know, there's that. I did get some farming done in my midday break, so everybody now has some new quartzies. I am still missing a few, because the EP Cut 3 costs an assload, and I still need 2 more of them to have 4, so I could potentially have a full team equipped with EP Cut 4. If I needed it, that is. I could go for a whole caster team, you know, just sort of fun. Did kind of rearrange a few things, which means, you know, now basically everybody has cool stuff like, now, La Terra to heal, they have Sealers which revives and heals, and of course there are also some cool things like, you know, White Gehenna and Shadow Spear. Shadow Spear is the one you need for farming the bombs. Basically, as you can see, it has a KO chance of 20%, a 1/5 chance, if you will. And basically what you do is, you find the bombs, you engage the bombs, preferably with a surprise attack from your party towards the enemy, not the other way around. You cast it, you hope that they die, and if not, you cast a few more times until at least one die, you get your stones. Also, everybody has now reached level 32, which of course happened a lot earlier than my anticipated amount of stones happened. As you can see, the black stones, the black shepherd, are still the only ones we are missing. I have 677 and it costs 800, the black ones, per AP cut, so roughly speaking, 130 plus 800 is 930 that I still would need. I get 70 per fight. You can do the math, that's a bit over 10 fights. So yeah, I will not bother you with this. I'll do this on my very own. For the moment, we shall, well, engage in conversation, I suppose. Now, I do remember that there is now, for the second fight, actually a bracer request, a monster hunting, in the newly, well, freed up sewer system. Because as you might remember from last time, we got the key to the sewers from the Raven gang members. It's a decently high level area, so we do get some speed from there. Good start. How's room? Did you sleep well? Today's the second day, right? Best of luck out there, bracers. Yeah, you know. There'll be things to do. But before we do this, we shall once again do what we usually do. We engage in conversation. Even among officials like me, there are an awful lot of people who are going to sympathize with the Royal Guard, no matter what. At the time of the terrorist attack, they were supposed to be at the Urban Royal Villa performing drills, and only intel says they weren't. One would think that's a pretty solid alibi with lots of witnesses, but the Duke still issued arrest warrants for every one of them. Yeah, but the Duke is a dunce, to put it mildly, so why do we believe that? Looked like everyone's here. Time for my favorite part, roll call! You know the worst part? It's the high energy that I love most about my husband. Why does he have to be up by 9 for 10 o'clock get-together anyway? Now he does just walk around and wake everybody else up. That's my next problem. Why is he so mental about these matches? Don't worry, little A. He just enjoys himself. Also, no. Apparently his woman loves him for that. So, yeah, it's some sort of a lottery he won. Huh? Runs the castle, right? How are we going to meet again? He'd forgotten. Let's see here. If I deliver this package, I think I'll head back to the landing port and have myself a break. Fair port. You know that open area in front of the castle gate. On the day of the birthday celebration, you can see Her Majesty if you stand there. Good previous years anyway. This year, oh dear, she'll even show up. This does not sound promising now, does it? You haven't been told much about Her Majesty's illness. I'm just as worried about it as anyone else, honestly. The Special Ops team is raking up the wins at the tournament. We should concentrate on finding the Royal Guardsmen though instead. Yeah. Surprising that they don't actually focus on their job. Almost like, you know, they don't really think there's a terrorist threat going around. Oh, I forgot a building. Strange, eh? Husband left the house early this morning to fish. Again. But if that's the way it's going to be, then I just have to take matters into my own hands. What are you going to do, woman? Are you going to go fish yourself? I mean, that would be cool. Also, you know, if you want to be surprised of who's your next enemy, don't look at this list, because this list actually, the monster list actually takes stuff like this in. You know, we haven't fought him yet, but since he was in one of the battles, the game's like, oh yeah, you encountered a new enemy. Even if you yourself have not encountered a new enemy. Bit of an oversight there, program-wise, but nonetheless. This time we're gonna do it the other way around, basically, because I want to pick up the quest and then immediately go for it. Smoking and photography are prohibited in the museum. If you are a shutterbug or a nicotine fiend, please take it outside. Pride yourselves on a sense of mystique and lack of smoke odor. But damn it, you lost me as a customer. The sound sunken in the depths of Lake Valeria. It was caught by chance in a fisherman's net. And seems there's an entire set of ruins at the bottom of Lake Valeria. Amazingly. Maybe it wasn't always a freaking lake then. Who knows? Ooh, an artifact untainted by public display. Treasures lie within its depths. Be they riches of money or mind, their secrets I shall surely find. How exquisite, how remarkable, how positively energizing. That guy's really into his thing, isn't he? Like, I'm in my own little world, I don't care about anything else. These artifacts have some kind of tie to the ancient Samorian civilization. Be delighted if this museum were to double as an academic repository for ancient artifacts. The church refuses to even acknowledge the receipt of my requests. Yeah, I don't think the church is going to be willing to share much. Honestly. But like, you know, that's kinda our artifacts, go screw yourself. Bishop Port is Delinde, currently scheduled to depart for Roland. Prisoners, please proceed to the boarding gates. Ah, they're finally going to work again. I was able to talk with some of the royal guardsmen connected to the SA. They're a little old-fashioned, but overall they seem like good, upstanding people. News of the Queen's illness hasn't spread to the rest of the country yet. And quite a lot of people have come for the birthday celebration, totally unaware. But what good will it do to me to start complaining? Well, not much, I would say. Okay, it should take care of all the necessary maintenance. It has been thrown off so badly, we have no idea at all. The next airship is arriving. Working with no clear deadline is exhausting. No matter how late an airship is, one thing we always have to do. We have to do everything we can to ensure that every last ship is 100% safe. Well, considering we were talking about an airship, yes, I would at the very least assume that you should take care of that. Wouldn't want to drop out of the sky now, would we? Guys, I'm bored. We'll go help out on Winter for a while. So there's apparently... Oh, hello there. Ah, a friend. A little strategy member himself. How are you on this fine day? That was apparently the royal guardsman behind the terrorist attack. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. Well. Hello, Teddy. Good matches this afternoon. I really want to make sure I get everything done before they start. A very good point. Stepping out again today, are we, Olivia? Yeah, please try to stop doing things we have to issue formal apologies for. But the others at your embassy at least try to be a little contentious. Yes, they try. Which, to be fair, is a lot considering that it's Arabonians. Yeah, this is all that useful here. Orlando Sky Bandits is just the creepiest. Pretty much. No matter who's fighting whom, both matches today are sure to be must-sees. Inviting on to Gladiator Heaven. That would be one hell of a strange heaven you have ended up in. Finals continue today. I wonder who will make it. Today I'm going to cheer for that racer team from Ransel. Wie geht es dir? Das ist about all the German now. Mir geht es gut. Und wie geht es dir? Yeah. Added a lot to your repertoire, didn't I? Keep betting on losers. Today will be different. I can feel it. I used to see First Lieutenant Schwarz patrolling this area quite often. Kartoffel und langweilig. What about Flammenwerfer? You're so friendly. She even made small talk, asking about my sword back once. What a nice lady, isn't she? If she's not, you know, apparently doing terrorism. Then, congratulations on making it to day 2. We're cheering the loudest for you, big guy, so show them all what you got. That's the plan, though, isn't it? We're gonna be doing amazing work today. Because why the fuck would you know langweilig of all things? Going to watch the fights. It's just crazy about the martial arts competition. Boys will be boys though, right? Pretty much, yeah. So come, step right up. During the tournament and the birthday celebration, we're running a special discount. The deal of a lifetime, so don't miss it. Don't miss it indeed. Enjoy yourself some nice ice cream. Special ice cream even. Some might say. Now, is there still a lady running around? It seems that she has decided to go somewhere else for once. I've been feeling oddly motivated these last couple of days. Matter of fact, I'm about to go out and start looking for a job. Good for you, the Lantern. Man, nice weather today. Well, that does sound good, doesn't it? I'm not really interested in the martial arts competition. So for me, it's just business as usual. Oh, to each their own. Reading the DBL news. Seems Run City just held itself a new mayoral election. Looks like the DMO family is finally going to get the boot. Good damn time, if you ask me. Desperate to even break into the top sellers in Grand Cell, let alone DBL. That tears it. Suppose the celebration is over, we're going on a business retreat to Bowser. Now your enemy like the back of your hand, you know? Gonna shop till I drop. When's the match starting? So excited! But then I've become completely addicted to the martial arts competition. I wanna watch every match from start to finish. Oh, I wanna watch my match. And yeah. Being sick, I don't know whether or not the festivities will actually happen this year. Yeah, doesn't seem to be affecting tourism very much. Yeah, because most people actually don't know that the queen is actually sick. That's right, Mother asked me to buy some fishing gear. Just swing by the Fisherman's Guild later. Yeah, that should be everything. Seems like every time I write a shopping list, there's always that one item I forget. Ah, that's a classic. This can't gain weight no matter how much junk food she eats. That means she has to suck at any tea, right? What? How's that connected, woman? Here's Guide to Savoring Delicious Tea. Rule number 3. Keep your teapot warm. The phenomenon of tea leaves rising and swirling as they steep is called a jumping. Jumping is key to a properly made cup of delicious tea. Jumping leaves are caused by hot water, and if your teapot is cold, well, so that a round bottom teapot will help jumping occur more easily. Aha. I mean, I do know that some people actually make, you know, something as simple and easy as drinking a fucking tea into a fucking science for some metaphysical reason, but, I mean, hey, to each their own, and all the better for them if they enjoy it. I know we old people are always complaining about the kids these days. Really, we were the same way when we were young. Always on people's lawns, before music. Aha! How the fuck did you even listen to music? There were any, you know, boomboxes back then. Amber and I left the house early this morning to go shopping at the general store. I ended up buying too much. So there we are, with all these heavy bags. Along comes this kind young man with a red banana, who carried him all for us. Not pretty nice of him. Point stranger syndrome. Imperial breakfast at the Barrel Coffee House is quite delicious. I actually prefer the liberal breakfast here. Aren't you in today's matches? As the Royal Guardsmen are in the tournament, I might as well cheer for you guys. Rah rah, go team! Well, I feel somewhat motivated now. But first comes work, then comes everything else. I like the tournament and all. I'm not really in the mood to watch it after hearing that the Queen's fall ill. Don't worry about it. I'm sure she's gonna get better in no time. Good morning, everyone. Ready for the trails that await you. Textbook tactics won't work from here on out. You'll need to be inventive. Best of luck out there. And yep, there it is. A ferocious monster known as Scissorhands has been spotted roving the west block of the sewers. Users from this branch are requested to deal with the threat immediately. Before some poor sucker goes in there and gets eaten, basically. Do what it is we need to do, the best way we can. Fair point. Alrighty then, let's do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Even more. I mean, you know, a nice little monster hunt is probably a good warm-up training anyway. Hello, Fisherman's Guild. Today's your entrance exam at the Valeria Shore. Require proctors, so all members are expected to attend. Those who don't shall be punished. Punishment. Oh look, the store is actually abandoned. Tournament spectators are all up very early, it seems. There were probably plenty of people who camped out last night to get the best seats. A crazy thing to do, but alas. Man, Troy's over late. There's absolutely no sense of direction. Yeah, he's over at the castle. Hello, would you like to try one of my crepes? Pretty sure you all felt the same last time I talked to you. You've been hopping ever since opening day this year. The town's got to have broken some records even. Hell, I can't even hear the crowds from here. Actually quite impressive considering that is actually quite a bit of distance. This case's ledge is broken. Won't open properly. According to my episode count, yeah, I'm pretty much at 50 episodes. Yeah, that's actually a good guess on your side. But yes, since I kinda want to finish this game in a relatively short time frame, there's only one real option to do so. Now, can you guess what it is? Yes, that is playing this game. Also, we're getting rather close to the end anyway. So, you know, shouldn't take that long. Dude, seems like results are in trouble. What a poor businessman. Villagers participated in the tournament before. You know, his sword-fighting style called something. It's pretty incredible. Yeah, I'm sure the sword style called something is very, very incredible. Also with my old childhood buddy Tom. He's a real hard worker. I don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. That's a nice recipe for trouble. I have a feeling that I've helped people using my brains at my own two hands. My grandfather's treasured watch to a child's favorite toy. With seeing the smiles on their faces, and get back their precious keepsakes, working just as they did when they were new. As long as you take money for that, it's not a bad approach to your work. Otherwise, you know, it's not work but a hobby. As much as hobbies are nice, you don't get any money out of them. Your participants in the martial arts competition by chance? Actually, yes, we are. Anyway, I heard about a team with one big dude, one little dude, and a rough ensemble little lady. Hey, you guys totally have my support. I'll be cheering for you loud at anyone. Really? Oh, thanks. I'll be sure to listen for you. Hey! So, can I get your autograph? Autograph? Seriously? I don't even know what to say. They asked me for my autograph before. Usually I'm working, so I can't get to the arena. But we're going to close up shop to go see the final match. Sure, it turns out you'll be in it, so we can see you guys in action. You bet. Doesn't matter who we face, you'll be there, for sure. Promises, promises. The rest there. Promises, promises indeed. Some people who were in here in handcuffs the other day apparently participated in the tournament. Who lets criminals take part in sporting events? I mean, seriously. Yeah, you would ask yourself that question, wouldn't you? Who actually would let fucking criminals out of their fucking, you know, well-deserved prison time to fight in a tournament? I know. I'm going to pull some top-rate hypnotic suggestion techniques on it tomorrow. Just you wait and see. This guy's working hard on turning this into a freaking hentai. Sadly, for him, I don't think that's going to work. I have some suspicions in that direction. Yes. Very much so. Doop 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 doop. Doo 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 doo. These have a very relaxing game, you know. I have to give it that much. I just sit here at home and wait for the ports to reopen so I can go back to work. Joy! I didn't even watch the martial arts competition. I'm going still crazy. I get the day off. I was going to get done anyway. Basically, he quite literally at the moment gets paid for doing nothing and sitting at home. For a while, that's not a bad deal, but it gets tiresome quickly. Reading is food for the soul. Right now, I'm very hungry. In a more physical sense, it probably means. West block of Grunzel is overall one of the quieter parts of the city. I put a lot of time into finding the best location for this shop, and this seems the ideal choice. It was my long tenure in the castle, but I really like peace and quiet. Yeah, it's fair. The West block, okay, so yeah. What I said, I don't just going to open up the West block anyway, isn't it? Because otherwise we would have to go to the east part of town and actually go through that too. We'll finish this up because right after this we're going to... oh yeah, I already read that. We'll go immediately. Oh no, actually I was here already. My mistake, sorry. I'm going to go immediately to the quest. Genevieve, the master is personally invited by Her Majesty to attend the celebration. After the war, every year at around this time he has always come back home. Apart from this year, apparently. I don't know if he'll even attend the birthday celebration at all this year, to say nothing of the tournament. I have to try to get in touch with him again before the day is through. Yeah, the military is pretty much paralyzed at this point. At least their leadership is. I meet up with all my friends at the festival. I meet the princess too, and I want to see Grandpa. Might be a bit difficult, child, I'd like to point out. Everything is closed down. The castle, the landing port, the seaport. All there really is to do around here right now is to go see the martial arts competition. Something has happened. God damn it. Oh, let's look at that. There's a little stretch member who has, well, most graciously donated a whooping 2.98 euros. It's a $3 donation for funsies. Although dollars about Visa dropped soon. We're worth more than the euro in a few days. Keep going that way. Right, we actually reached the point where 1 euro was pretty much equal to $1. That's a rarity. Hey, thank you very much. Olive Stretchman. Yeah, but the interesting thing is Streamlabs actually automatically converts that into euros. Which means right now the dollar should be stronger, because if I get less out of it, that means that the dollar is actually leading by 2 cents. God damn it, euro. You failed me. You failed me. You failed me a lot. But thanks for the $3. I'll take it. I take it. Yeah, I believe you. See, that's the whole point, though. Whenever you go through that Streamlabs thingy, it kind of just, you know, converts it into whatever currency you're basically using. So it's kind of like map. You could quite actually pay me in Australian dollars and would still get euros out of it in the text. But I don't even know. I don't even know which currency would be even further out there, but yeah. I kind of figured that you had tried and intended to do it in dollars. Going off your text, it is. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Shuidito. My little friend. That's very generous of you. Please, much appreciated. I mean, hey, that's almost enough to buy myself a big beer if I would go out. I mean, on one hand, it's convenient because, well, let's say you get a donation of, like, now, a million ruble or something. I don't know how much a million ruble would be in, you know, actual money. Same with yen, actually. Say you get a donation of a million yen. How the fuck am I supposed how much that is? I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, have a fucking currency thingy open. Yeah, I can play around with money a bit. The exchange game can be rather nice. For sometimes. Honestly, in the long run I probably wouldn't bet on the dollar. Dollar has been stable, but that's not the most high value one. Honestly, probably... yes, but who's gonna play with Vietnamese dong? That sounds stupid. Like, go play with the fucking, you know, something. Yeah, pretty damn nice to play around with sometimes. Especially since they just had their votes, I think. Yeah, that should have been recently. Just mean that some nice things are going to happen with the little currency. Probably. Thing on the corner with the casino to your back. Picture for the ages of one had an oval camera. And it was burn this image into my heart forever. Still pretty much enough. Yeah, don't ask me. I'm more than happy that I can remember you now. Dollars and euros. And yen. Mostly I remember yen because, well, Yakuza. I collected many of them. So many things here that I've never seen before. All the dates put on roll and have gotten so stale. It's so nice to be so manual. Vacations are the best. Vacations are not the best. I will not believe you because I haven't had a vacation in fucking forever, so fuck you. Vacations are garbage anyway. Who needs vacations? God damn, I need a vacation at some point. By that I don't mean being jobless. Credo's chapel has such a pure, clean feel to it. I had a blessing if I just be with my wife this day. At the end of about 75 cents. Just ask my ex. Not a bad rate. For the yen, that is. Today's progress, fewer and fewer faithfuls come to the church for prayer. There are many who cease attendance immediately upon graduating Sunday school, perhaps feeling their obligations have been met. Sorry, state of affairs in my mind. Yes. Sorry, state, of course. Morning. To himself, this morning mass will be starting very soon. God is obvious. We humbly ask for your protection this day. Yeah, sure. Every summer, a winter, for every noon, a midnight. Cycle from seed to harvest is a wheel, turning without a beginning or end. You would assume so. At great collapse, all men and women struggle to survive, balancing themselves on this wheel. Believe that with each turn, the world as a whole becomes a better place for us all. Other people work on that, maybe. But on today's war, it was the church, the braziers, who mediated and restored peace. I believe in the mutual separation of church and state. That being said, however, I also believe that singular instances of state cooperation can help bring about a favorable outcome for all. And the nice relationship with the Lieber royal family over these many years. Yeah, and that worries me a lot. The church should stay out of state affairs, and the state should stay out of church affairs. That's how it should be. Because otherwise, things will get problematic. There's a reason why we separated those fucking things. Let's not schmoozy up again. The intelligence division set up the special ops themselves, but allowed and inducted some really talented soldiers for the job too. I'd imagine that's what you would do if you want to have a special fucking unit. You'd go like, huh, I need cool people. Useful people. Hey, made up a mate. It's time for us to sit down and have a serious talk. Oh boy. I'm a man! Church from the rooftops, uphill, both ways, in hell. Well, I will tell it to them, because that's the only way it works. God is as my witness. I'll never go jobless again. He's still jobless, isn't he? And no matter what any bloody freaking cull shouts from the rooftops, it is not really a matter of concern, as long as they actually now don't have any way to actually weasel themselves inside the government. I love Colonel Richard. He's smart, he's macho, he's fit, he's hot. Have to do an exclusive on him. You mean an exclusive on him, woman? I can see you getting fucking roused right behind the counter. Maybe I ask Nile what he thinks of the idea. That woman clearly is a bit overheard. He's been up all night doing some kind of research, but he's found a hot lead. I'm not going to let him hog all the glory. No siree. I get the managed to go pick up a much needed manuscript the other day. When you know it, wasn't done yet. When people use global communications, it'd be so much easier to stay in touch. Well, I'm not saying that there aren't any examples of fucking, you know, religious influences on the state. In some cases it is, as well, this game also portrays it in a rather beneficial way for both sides. But still, I don't like it. And I do think that they should stay away from each other. But what I want to have happen, and what I, you know, see happening, does not necessarily align that much. Like if I had anything to say, I would earn a lot more money these days, but no, I don't. Ever since the Queen fell ill, the intelligence division has gotten excessively pushy. No surprise there. Wanting for us to censor ourselves. The citizens of Liebel have the right to free speech, though I'm fairly certain they have no authority to enforce anything of the sort. Well, not legally, that is, but they have guns. They can enforce whatever the fuck they want. Well then, I think we have talked to everyone, so we shall go into the sewers to hunt a monster, because, well, that is our job now. Let's have a bit of dungeoneering before we go. And you guys, new turn combat. Hello monster, you shall die now. Well, not necessarily. Usually what happens is that the conquerors, theirs, and the conquered actually now assimilate it to some degree. And some people just get bred out of existence, to be fair. Happens to the best of them. That's the reason why there are no actually Romans around any longer. They quite literally disappeared through, well, reading. Lots of it, actually. Well, surprisingly enough, to no one's surprise, I should rather say, with the people that conquered all of the lands. Yeah. The peaceful solutions have been reached. Another ugly monster. And I don't really care, they are not really that... I thought it was mildly dangerous. So you know. Well, at least you didn't try to, you know, outbreed the poor people living. Good start, as far as I'm concerned. But well, most cultures at least have at some point, you know, at least gotten themselves some nice little food from outside. Like potatoes. Potatoes are great. Took a while for people to understand how great a potato can be, but hey, once they realized, everything was pretty damn fancy. Snazzy even. And of course, you know, different ways to actually turn some ingredients into food. Some spices that we haven't had before. Stuff like that. There are 2 ways down, I see. Well, don't worry, we all know that the fucking Netherlands are full of fucking racists. It's an evil country, very evil. Ah. According to some people in the past at least, as if that is anything to go by. If you dig deep enough, you will find a lot of evil things. I'll be shocked now, but it's empty. I'm shocked. Games like I just told you to not be shocked. Stupid. And then you would assume that all of this actually has a purpose. As in, you know, if you follow this along, you will either find chests or the right way down. Which would also mean that the other ways down are actually not good ways down. Yeah, questions. What a useless point to make. Oh look, your country did something bad in the past. Yes, every country did something bad in the past. What a debate to be had. Yeah, goddamn gun is gone. Pain. Pain. Last time I checked, according to popular belief, every fucking colonialism is bad. By that definition, it doesn't matter how friendly things are. Oh well. Isn't it nice how that work? Well, I could point out that some African colonies, or former colonies of Germany, are still pretty damn sad about the fact that, you know, all of these nice technologies and people who actually knew how to fucking apply them have been going back home, but doesn't really matter. You're better. How does that make you feel, little creatures? But alas, nobody cares for such minor details. Say, didn't you loot me once already before? Maybe, chest. Maybe I did. Exterminate. Now then, more white Gehenna? Why not? Why shouldn't I? Don't worry about it. I have no problem with little rants. Heck, I rant myself sometimes. It's kinda a bit of a hobby of mine. Yeah, you just frighten me. God damn it, don't move outside the circles, you idiots. I'm gonna make it difficult to kill you. And one miss. Well, shall be it. Actually, again, probably... And now that would take too long. Not that patient, game. I mean, I'm a patient person, but... bloody hell, not that patient. But yeah. You did it. All of you did it. Thanks, game, for pointing out the very obvious that I just murdered that thing. It's like you wouldn't believe it. He murdered that thing. Outright. Terrible. Okay, so now I need to actually go... In order to open this, I would need to actually go to the other side first and find that fucking switch. Gotcha, game. Found Terrorabba. The chest is empty, because you emptied it. Thief! I mean, you know, it's been forever been said that, you know, a random chest in the fucking midst of nowhere is fucking free property, basically. damn it. It's okay. That ain't a surprise attack. I was pretty much aware what I was doing. He was like, no, surprise attack, my friends. Thing like, nah, game, nah. Say it ain't something. Just 70. Are you surprised? Mildly. Very mildly. Yeah. And bam. Oh, I survived. And yeah, you don't give me any black CP now, do you? That's bad. The one resource I really would need. A bit hard to get my hands on. Okay, we went here. God damn it. It was a bit too slow, just the tiniest bit. It's like he's trying to poison you. Still has a grey locket. She's basically invincible. Jumping spare rib. Chest is so empty. Church! Does it? No! Doesn't hurt me. At least not much. You gave me some black zippage. That is not bad, but also not good. I think that switch to get to it, you actually have to go to the other side, which is the least block. But obviously, I can't go there. Because I only have access to this nice little west side. Actually, yeah, items. Healing. I have jumping spare ribs. Do I already know jumping spare ribs? Doesn't seem like it, does it? Which means this would be the last missing thing I need. I'm just gonna try it. Learned recipe for jumping spare ribs. Yes, done it again. Look at me. I have filled it up completely. Ah, this is a great feeling. Yo, I got a report. Congratulations on an assignment well done. Finish any other posts tasked? Ah, please be sure to come back and let us know. Yes, yeah, if you post anymore. As much as I would hate to point it out, but you're really not good at posting quests. You do too rarely. Now, let's take a rest to recover, and then time for the next round of the combat. It's gonna be the second turn of our tournament journey. After it will only be one more. Because I think the tournament has like 3 rounds, and then, well... and the tournament will be over. Then we get an intermezzo, and then we smack that right up to the final dungeon, basically. Welcome back, Richard, my man. It's time for round 2. Ready, please proceed to the entrance gate. Hello, it's me again. Masters in, welcome to the Grand Arena. Please note that tournament participants are asked to remain within the arena's walls until the end of today's matches. Made all the necessary preparations for a day of hot action. Sure. Excellent, excellent. Waiting room is the blue team room, just inside the hall, alright. Right, well. Now then, time for the second round. Good because the tournament is not that long. Actually, the game from this point on is not that long. This is called the Final Chapter for good reason. Basically, we have 3 rounds of tournament, then some intermezzo action. We do something else for once. And then... oh, there you are. Hey, Dorsey. Then it's into the final dungeon. Short time to see, being as how we only just saw Joseph's eyes. Yeah, I know. Our dream to meet again in this life. Since you got into so much trouble after you boarded that factory ship. So much trouble. Well, well. Space investigation. Oh, wait, Tori. Can we maybe save the conversation for later? Huh? Anyway, I was going to say, your friends here look kind of familiar. Seem we were encountering you once. The city of Bose. Pleasure to make your acquaintance once more, my uniquely charming lady. Pass by each other, meet your hot springs. Oh, I remember now. It's the drink and run guy, and the beer and Eastern closing. Still, unusual fighting alongside these two in the competition. Yep, that's right. One's team, the beer and Eastern closing, as you put it. What about you? Are you covering the event for the newspaper? Well, after yesterday, I was working on another story. I told me this morning that I should check out the martial arts competition to see you guys. As strong as you said you were. It's gonna make for some great pictures. I hope so. Yeah, there's an eye with you. I guess it's something important to check up on. I think he was up all last night, resting with a bunch of papers or something. Told me today that he was going to talk to an old acquaintance. I see. Oh, they wanted me to pass the message on to you. Wants you to come by the editorial department this evening. Whatever it is. He made it sound serious. Okay. I'll go after today's matches. Serious conversation. I old nemesis. I better get down. No. Would you stop? Doesn't even have anything to do with you. Oh, very cruel still. After our passions burned so strongly together just yesterday, I merely refuse to be discarded when circumstances affords me no immediate use. Would you please stop talking like that? How's that? I had no idea. Is he a little old for you though? Talking about the tournament. But you would have just ignored everything he says, either way. Go ahead and find a good seat so I can get the best shots. I'll be rooting for you guys. Good luck. Bye bye, King Dorsey. Take some nice pictures. She's quite a unique sort of girl, isn't she? You know, Olivia, I just get so drained. That just means we're relieving your stress before the match. He's a pretty good photographer, at least. The latest Nemo news was full of her work. Impressive. Guess we'll have to make sure that our fight is one worth taking pictures of. Yeah, no kidding. I don't know who we're facing, but we need to get psyched. I'm sure we can manage that much. And Steven, please wait in the blue team room on the right side of the hall. You win today, you'll be in tomorrow's championship match. Do what you're gonna do. Do it well, and good things will come of it. Aha! Optimism. Thy name is... Is this one room? Yeah. I would just really like to get a little sneak peek, because I don't remember in which order I'm actually going to fight my enemies. You know, but kinda like, get some sneaky peeky. Hurry up and start already. Been waiting for this all year. You grace the team's reign. Go for the gold, both of you. This team battle thing is more interesting than I'd anticipated. Oh yeah, oh shit. Wait, so the Royal Guardsmen aren't in the tournament this year? This sucks. This sucks. Front row center is my seat of choice, don't you know? As they say, the early bird gets the worm. Let's get here early tomorrow. I feel like someone behind me is giving me the evil eye. Really bad. Is it just my imagination? It is not. I think today's matchups will be like. No, it will be bloody massacre though. Special ops guys are creepy, but I've got it going on strength-wise for sure. Should be hard to get good shots of you. These super awesome press seats. I keep my camera at the ready. There's not much press in this world. Why the fuck are there press seats? Special ops teams will totally gonna win it all. Like shoots them well. They look tough as nails. Crap, I forgot my other camera. Don't worry. Today we have a professional now. Now then, time to go to my little waiting room and see who the fuck I need to mess up today. Questions. Very much so questions. The shame name is the DJ. Just if your paperless anything to go by. When you checked the recipe. Oh, that'll be news to me. Is he famous? Can I claim that he owes me money? You're late. You to start soon, so where's the other team? Kinda strange. I'm just holding them up or... Come on, get move on. We're moving. Crushing us, alright? Things have to turn out like this. Come on, bro, don't be getting all sad on us now. Need to keep your spirits up in case we end up fighting them today. Yeah. Phew. That was your team. Should have known they wouldn't show up at a timely fashion. We were doing a lot today after all. Looks like we're lucky this time. And hoping we'd get matched up with you so we could give the she-men there a lesson. Oh, she did not. Hey, you idle traitor. How did you forget that it's only by his grace's generosity that you're even in this competition? Ah, that would be fun. Hey, I mean, maybe I can, you know, claim some checks in his name or something. Good luck, why? What do you mean? That's totally my name. Please pay me now. Not that I would actually go through that trouble. Ain't much of a pain. Also not my style. Come on, soldiers. You don't need to worry about this. I've been well behaved so far. I just hope you decide to keep that up until you go back to jail. Don't even talk to them. I don't make any trouble, and we won't make trouble for you. I think that'll be a problem. They want to club us tomorrow after all. You can notice, but there's a full company of soldiers here on security detail. When you start imagining that you have any chance of escaping. We know already. We're not idiots. There's a realizer, so why don't you just go already? Little. And let this kid provoke you. Just don't try any funny business. Hey, what's going on? How did you guys wind up in the martial arts competition? Was it really because Duke Dunham allowed it? Yeah, seems that way. It's supposed to be called for specifically to participate. The better we do, the lighter sentence gets. You've got to be kidding me. It's a little strange for a constitutional monarchy. Seems the Duke is a mischievous sort. Well, you won't see us complaining. I'd rather work off my sentence than spend it in prison. Then that's not the only reason. What's that supposed to mean? Shut it. Ain't none of your business anyhow. Matters to us. You're not here to fight us. I'm here to take on the special ops soldiers. How? Aim straight we are. I was supposed to be our allies. Let's exclude us over. Use us to help expand the intelligence division's influence. And tossed us aside. It is plain and simple. You got double-crossed. That really sucks. Yeah, I suppose so. When I think of it, I feel kind of bad for you guys. Listen, you don't get your damn pity. You owe us, and don't you forget it. Huh? What do you mean by that? Don't you remember the last time we met? That thing if you know who found out that you snuck into Lacen Fortress, right? Oh. Yeah, I don't like those jokes to Magiza, so we didn't say anything about you. You have to thank us. Indeed, thank you for keeping it to yourself. Certainly sounds interesting. I'd love to hear more. You hush, it was nothing. Oops, I hate to interrupt, but I think we're starting shortly. I must apologize to everyone for the long wait. We now open the second day of the martial arts competition. Start up by announcing the fight card for the 5th match. Southside, the blue team from the Calvert Republic, captained by martial arts master Zin. Northside, red team from the Bracer Guild, Lancel Branch, Kurt's team. Here we go. Next, we'll be fighting against Kana's crew. This won't be easy. We'll make sure that we don't get in Zin's way. No need to be so cautious. Resistance will be just as good as any full-fledged bracers. All we need to do now is focus on winning. Righto! We'll do our best. Hey, let us be off. For glory! Glory indeed. Very much for glory. What do you want? I'd say instead of just looking around here like idiots, you go out there and do some fighting. Not just the intelligence division I plan to give what's what to. So you guys too. I better be prepared for my wrath. Ah, sure. No intention of playing dirty pool, don't worry. It's almost certainly the intelligence division will set us up against one another. I'm not suggesting we become good buddies or anything, as I don't think we need to be enemies. I mean, it makes a fair point. All those guys have like a good pop on the nose. Right now I'm fighting for everybody locked up in the dungeon. I can't remember what happened in Bozo. Damn, I try. My head feels like it's going to split open. What did they do to me? Brainwashing, my friend. Doesn't matter. I won't be able to calm down till I kick their skinny woods. Dream. Well, to me in this case, I would like some victory and some glory. That's pretty damn sweet. Hey guys, I made it. Hey yeah, cookies. How you too? They gave us as good as we got. Thinly movable. I've started to go up against you at least once. They say we see if my sword can match up to your skill. Fine by me. And just to warn you, I'm not big on pulling my punches. I was hoping to fight in the final round. Guess we'll see who fate favors today. On it, you have an advanced group of veteran bracers. On the other, talented group of novice bracers and one genius performing musician. Imagine the Vitalis herself might have difficulty at guessing the outcome. I don't know how being a musician would help with this, but, you know. Alas. Now begin the 5th match of the no-holds-barred tournament. Both teams, go to your starting places. Ready, fight! These are not preliminary matches, okay. I'd really like you to correct that at some point. Game is like, nah, I'm gonna let that sit there just to annoy you. God damn it, Zin, not that direction. That was not the direction I wanted to go in. I don't think so. This battle is going to be a pain in the butt. I'll tell you that much. God damn it, Kana. Stop running out of the circles. Also, we are doing 0 damage. Ain't that tough now, yeah. And then time to do some good occasion to White Gehenna. One of the more useful spells, honestly. Does a lot of damage and can make them, yeah, confused. I feel faint is actually the correct way of saying it. Quite frankly, there are not that many enemies that actually have a resistance to that particular stage. Which means they're gonna waste a turn. Doing nothing. Let's say, do we have any craft that actually interrupts? Impede. Sniper shirt. Feel impeded. I think one more should be enough, probably. But you know, just in case. Put another one. You go over there. Punch in the face, because you can. Has he pushed you out too much? He has, hasn't he? That's one thing I'm not too happy about. To be fair. Oh boy. 27 damage! And since the attacking you is not going to be working that well, 1300, 2000. I think now we should probably focus down the leader. Because at some point he's gonna be, you know, waking up from that little sleep he has there. At which point I would really like it if he, you know, would be dead. Very much so. The bad. Well then. Now we can basically just focus on taking it on. As long as she doesn't do anything too horrible. What the hell? I gotta corner you. Corner you. Oh, it's a sexual petrify. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, that's nasty. That's the sort of move. Really dickish. Heyo, winner within Steam. Yeah, nicely done. I thought that's immovable. Was really that capable. Yes, very nice slouches yourselves. I think I'd have won, but Diaz is backing me up. Did we win? Not sure how though. Don't be so modest. May have had the Zin with you. You each pulled your own weight. Yeah, fighting Sheriff students was going to be tough. There's no idea the black-haired kid would be such a tough cookie. Thinking that the girl was going to put me to sleep. Perhaps later we can discuss each other's strength over a glass of wine. And the rest. He never stops. Well, not bad at all. No kidding, that was a pretty exciting match. I suppose it wasn't too bad. Why, thank you. So, what's the deal? Why are you guys congratulating us? Got a fever or something? I'm not congratulating you, little punk. Just that it would be annoying to lose so easily to the group that drove us up the wall. Got a snappy comic for everything, don't you? Come on, Esther. Thank you very much. I know a lot's happened between us, and still you cheered us on. We appreciate it. Huh? I'd like to tell you that we're not cheering you on. Next up is the 6th match. Outside, Blue Team, the Sky Bandits, aka the Capua family, captained by Don Capua. Our side, Red Team, from the Royal Army Intelligence Division, captained by 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence. Alright, it's finally time. Time to teach those sneaky assholes a lesson. Maybe this is how it was destined to play out. My fingers are crossed for you. Good luck. Watch out for their commanding officer. Keep him pinned down and you will have a fighting chance. Okay. Well, shut up. It's none of your business anyway. Yo, hello Mr. Master Avenger. Waiting for a chance to pay back what I owe you. Yeah, really ought to thank the Duke for this chance. Damn funny. The authors of the Capua family, one of Albonia's ruined noble families. You lost your territory to a corrupt merchant, and only survived by taking to air piracy. Just thinking about what a touching story that is. What the hell? How do you know about it? Hear that we're part of the intelligence division? We're better off abandoning your little quest for revenge and just serving your time quietly. Does seem that you're trying to go straight at least. What? Should love to run your mouth, don't ya? For you to taste a few all-powered bullets. We'll now begin the fixed match of the no-holds-barred tournament. Both teams go to your starting places. They're not gonna win now, are they? Take your positions. Begin. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Shadow weaving. Yay. Although that has a cheat delay sometimes. Or even the sort of move you wanna have. Against you, that is. Yeah, I know. They don't have the HP or the damage output to win this. Ouch. That's a lot of damage. And I really do mean a lot of damage. Yeah, only really a matter of time at this point. Oh boy, shadow weaving again. That's such a fucking asshole-ish move. Yep. Why? What the world is this? Football and murder? Not complete, you know. It's still just, you know, good old-fashioned trails in the sky. We're in a tournament, and we watch the other matches too, so we can actually learn something. Hey, hello little sandwichback. How are you? I'm feeling good on this finest of evenings. Heyo, winner, it's Lawrence's team. Ah man, they lost. They were doing pretty well at first. They weren't. It wasn't the same match I was watching then. I fell apart when that fellow in red started in on them though. I'm not an opponent to be trifled with. I think he was even trying as hard as he could. He had a decent read on his real strength. Please tell me you're joking. No, I think it's the truth. Last technique just didn't feel like it was even all that focused. Still got plenty we haven't seen yet. Just crazy. I'm sorry, you guys. Don't try to cheer us up, please. We got slaughtered out there. Damn it, my support tactics were worthless. Your only support tactic is drawing a bomb from somewhere and throwing it. It wasn't your fault. The one who wasted all that energy on attacks that didn't do anything. Yeah, you all did. Oh hey, sometimes it comes down to more than just who's stronger. I'll get him back for you when you fight him tomorrow. Yeah, I'll make it sound so simple. Sort of promising what I'm not sure I can deliver. It has to be won in the mind before it can be won in the flesh. A fine saying. It is as if you and I still speak with the same mind, but you, sir, with a more golden tongue. It's like a finally done. Right, back to prison where we go. Alright, no hanging about, back to the doctor review. Oh, gotta be kidding. Just got done fighting. Can't you give us a few minutes to rest? You know, for hardened criminals, be sure it takes both breaths. Come on, now get moving. I'm so worn out. Hey, where's the jokes? Yeah, I'm gonna be here tomorrow. Get better will win. If you let those assholes beat you, I'm gonna have hell to pay. Of course we're gonna win. Who do you think you're talking to here? We'll win. I swear it. Oh boy. You're done. Enough stalling. I need to get some prize money for my victories. Not a bad thing. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. Was the final match. We're going to have to keep our spirits up, because that's going to be one tough match. Propose that we go to the bar, let it all hang out, so to speak. I like the way you think, good sir. I should like to join you. So this is adult logic. It is, after a long day's labors, an ice-cold beer. It was a fucking long way, actually, to get, you know, the mood for next day. We all know it comes. You know it's gonna be a pain. So yeah, you know. Beer. Helps. Got some stuff we have to do. So not tonight was, I think. No problem. See you later then. We'll meet up with you tomorrow morning, out front. Good night, my sweethearts. At least he didn't call us pussycats again. I was about to, you know, sucker punch him. Now let's see. Well, Batman's waiting for us, so why don't we go to the Liber News Service and see what he has to say? Yeah, hopefully he's managed to learn something useful about us intelligence division members. Oh boy, let's hope so, shall we? Now then. Same deal as yesterday, I would say. Since I do have an asshole-ishly long week, well, already behind me to most. There are still 3 more days that I have to get through. We'll do what we did yesterday. We're gonna take the evening stroll around the city, talk with all of the little peoples, and then I'm going to enter once again in the hotel. I will try to do another last bit of farming in my lunch break. I can get another half an hour done. I should get all of the sapite I need, so then we have all of the little stones we need, all of the little quartz we need for our augments, and well, then we'll see from there, shall we? The next and final match of this tournament. Trying to get good seats for my wife and I, so I'm camping out in front of the line. Should have struck son of a gun. You are an idiot, my friend. That's all you are. Hey guys, tomorrow's the final match. You're nervous. Seems you must quite a following. Good luck tomorrow. Ah man, the team was cheering for lost again. Must be cursed or something. Sure, a lot of soldiers walking the streets. Something happened. That stuff being on guard duty during the tournament, with people everywhere. I don't say. Think of it, First Lieutenant Schwartz is always a very devout member of the church, so there are numerous times during Mass. Time to get some shopping done at Edels, then get the heck out of here. Fair point. I don't think there were too many people cheering for that team of Sky Bandits. Plenty of people cheering against them though, judging by the win when they lost. I have to admit though, they put up a heck of a fight. I was hoping they rethink their lives a bit, because they could really go places. Small note, they weren't really that good. They got their sentenced to them royally. I didn't have to work, I'd love to participate in a tournament with Zen. You guys have to fight extra hard. For me. Bit egoistic, but, well, went to all the trouble of coming out here to search for a job too. As I go around, I'm caught up in the festival. No one's even thinking about hiring. Maybe it's a sign from above telling me not to work. Starting up his old habits again, man. Says he's looking for work. What he's actually looking for is himself. The Robotsmen were chased out of the castle. Just bet it was because Duke Denner was getting jealous of their popularity. Won't even put it behind him. Can't believe this guy Bennett's got permission to fight in the competition. What the hell is going through the Duke's head? Nothing, that's the point. Really keep a close eye on the city. Ensure there are no further terrorist incidents. Yes, I know. Terrorism bad. I get it. Hasn't been much tourism though. I'm sure gets tight quick. He's so lazy. We go home, I think we'll stop in the park. We'll use a rest. Been a while since I played that long with my kid. So tomorrow's the championship. I'm already planning a special edition Sunday. Very business orientated, that woman. I like it. Oh shit. Keep people like Olivia and all those MSC folks in the lock and key, so we could all breathe a little easier. How does he keep getting out anyway? Honestly. Probably because he has a cure something. The blackhead boy out there amazing. He's cute, but he has this cool composure about him too, you know? This won't fuck him tight. He'll be just awful. Yes, I'm not one to talk though, so I feel the same way about the blackhead boy. Yoshiro looks like he needs some of Mama's love. Yoshiro just ignores it, completely like, meh, I have yet nothing. Yoshiro tirelessly honed fighting styles is such a spectacle. You almost feel the two fighters' pent-up energy swelling forth and bursting all over one another. Sounds a lot more graphic than you would expect. I'm gonna cheer for Bigfoot Man. I'm going to cheer for the man in the red mask. Bigfoot Man, shocking what's in. I'd break his heart if someone called him that to his face. Oh, hello new recruits. Got to say, you put up one really great fight. You really deserve the win today. Let's try it again sometime, see if your luck holds. Hey guys, I got some of the best shots of you in that last match. See them in the tournament special edition. Coming soon to a new state near you. Don't miss it. There are so many people out around tournament time. So manager's happy about that, I'm sure. If they actually pay and buy shit, then yes, he probably will be. After the birthday celebration, the manager suggested we take a trip to Bose for Cuff. Store research. You have to go personally. The famous Bose market with my own two eyes. Usually she just spout out trendy marketing ploys, but this time I think she may be onto something. And as they're going to hunt down and arrest those terrorists. I mean, that attack on Central Factory was horrible. Yeah, really horrible. Where to go today? What should I make for dinner tonight? Gotta stock up, don't you know? My sister's feet stink. But it means she has to suck at selling tea, right? Which guide to savoring to tea? Rule number 4. Measure your tea. Array is based on the leaves you're using, but a general rule of thumb is that 1 cup gets 1 teaspoon. If you have too many leaves, the tea's bitter, and if there are too few, it's bland city. If you use a large number of leaves over too short a time, you'll end up with the flavor suppressed by all the bitterness. It's like, yes woman, I've made tea in my time, I know the basics at the very fucking least, so... Sounds like, you know, make your water hot. Yep, now that's what I make tea. I'm not fucking even a fucking tea drinker normally. Eating shorties cooking for decades. I'm still not tired of it. So what shall I make for dinner? Baked potatoes and sauteed mushrooms sound good. Baked potatoes does sound good. Can't really go wrong with a good heat of potato. Final fight is tomorrow. Tonight you need to go home, eat a good meal, get plenty of rest and pray. Aim for true. Heavens tears, I couldn't possibly drink with Shara any harder or faster than I do. An evening of drinks with her is a canal beginning in Elysium and ending in, well, Moment. Ever since that exclusive in the legal news, Colonel Richard's been quite popular. It's won over a lot of people, both young and old. Some shoulders came by earlier, told me I had to close my store at 9 o'clock. Only there's a curfew now. What buyer made any money closing the doors at 9? Not many, I would say. It's usually when prime time actually goes. If you see anyone suspicious, you let me know right away, alright? Richard is a highly respected officer. true patriot of the Kingdom of Libel. I'm not too sure about that one. Still Joshua, I offer my congratulations on advancing to the championship bout. Shame to hear of Kurt's loss, but it was a very good match. Yeah, it was pretty intense. Wouldn't go patting us on the back just yet though. Even better than Kurt, not by his Elch. Oh, just got lucky. Yet then, along with Olivia's guns and magic to cover for mistakes. And the only reason we've made it as far as we have. You're very humble. A rare quality these days. By the way, have you learned any more information? Well, we talked to a reporter from the Nibel News and are collecting some intel on our behalf. On my behalf and his for us. We're just about to check in with him and see what we found out. The news. Your friends are in relatively high places, it would seem. What to your report? Let's hope for the best, shall we? Almost a big match. We'll go out there and embarrass the Bracers now, you hear? I think you guys will, of course. Hey everybody, we lost. We lost in a good fight. No regrets. We're in the championship, guys. I mean, I'm planning on... Chopping has to kick that fucking hack into Lieutenant's ass. Getting a bit big for his britches, if you know what I mean. I, for one, don't like it. If you truly love fishing, and have even a modicum of skill, we will welcome you. Today's applicants have skill, no doubt, but they lack a true burning passion for the holiest of pastimes. Come to the world that fishing should be relegated as a mere weekend hobby. How horrible! Disgusting even. Also, introductory course for novice anglers. You are welcome to join. Hope we can convey to you the true joy of fishing. Yesterday's entrance exam had some great weather for fishing. I'm supposed to be a proctor, but I couldn't resist casting in. Like I'm here to test you, but well, since the weather's nice, I'm gonna fish now. Don't use the tournament as an excuse to get too rowdy now, you hear? Those soldiers are really around. And a lot of those soldiers in black creeping around. Ever since the Queen got sick, they've been out in droves. And they're part of that Royal Anti-Terror Squad or whatever the heck it's called. The seasonal part-time positions may pay pretty well. Of course, the trade-off is that I don't get to watch the martial arts competition. But hey, money! The Bracers are gonna win tomorrow. I just have a feeling. Between him and Sky Bandits, holy crap! The Royal Army's got the championship again. Personally, I was all about the bracer-on-bracer action today. It was hell of a match. You shouldn't get to see fights like that. Yes, because the Bracers usually don't fight themselves. Hello, step right up. What kind of ice cream do you fancy today? The cheap and easy kind. My old shop is falling apart. No one's been ever able to fix it due to the tournament. If I send you something, but I'd have to be displayed on the ground at this point. Seems my life was also in trouble. Richard has that captain, you know, the one with the squinty looking eyes. She's got a condensing air about her. Just doesn't sit right with me. I have to keep her around all the time. Very cracking down on security from now on. I don't want to see anything else happen, you know? I mean, fair point. I wouldn't want either. We got to see who will win the tournament, of course. I'm really looking forward to seeing how much money I'll be able to make tomorrow. Businessman. Right down to his heart. Martial arts competition seems livelier than ever this year. I can feel the energy in the air. All the customers who come to pick up their orders just can't stop talking about it. I don't know how good an idea it was to let the Sky Bandits into the competition though. I mean, they are criminals. Oh, you brace us. Oh, don't try to play hero or anything. Wasn't about to. Oh hey, it's you guys. Hey, you made it to the finals. Congratulations. Thanks. Thank you. Monday, you were quite the showstoppers too. I was cheering for you, of course. I hold my nose up high for a while. Charlie's team's gonna take it all. It's just a hop, skip, and the jump to full-on victory. It's really that easy. Well, you got it this far. Let's see why you wouldn't win the championship. I mean, you guys got the goods. Yo. Best of luck to you. But did you need it? I need it. I'm out with my wife tomorrow, so that means I have to get all the work done today. Another one of those moments that's like, yeah, I know that feeling. You have to get everything done the day before if you want to do anything the next day. It's not directly related to your work. So I was going to have to camp out overnight to get some good area seats. It'll head up for me. It's too dangerous for one, he said. Oh, that's meant for you. Husbands are doubly bad. What a nice husbando, isn't he? Doing his job there. What a nice person indeed. I don't like to be a wet blanket during such a festive time, but I have my orders, and I tend to follow them. The daily preparation is greatly appreciated. See anyone suspect you might be among the Royal Guard? Please let us know immediately. Colonel Richard seems to be having a devil of a time finding Royal Guardsmen. Royal Guardsmen have been popular with the citizens for a very long time. The new intelligence division is going to run into trouble trying to get the people of the city to cooperate with them. Brace or not, I'll arrest you if you do anything suspicious, got it? Yeah, you're gonna get many fans in the populace if you're acting like that. Honestly, can't imagine where he gets all this energy from. This way for as long as I've known him. I think he'd calm down as he gets older. I'm so tired of putting up with my dad these past 3 days. Just knowing who wasn't good enough. Do we really have to go watch the matches? I mean, it's half the fun, isn't it? Haha, tomorrow's the final match, at long last. I'm right, the Drops team is gonna win it all. I'd stake my reputation on it. Tomorrow we met at the door at 0900 hours sharp. I need to make sure everyone knows. Yeah, I'm sure they heard you screaming and shouting. Oh, next there is... Oh, it's the evening already. I better hurry up. Poor delivery boy. Failed the entrance exam for the Fisherman's Guild. I'm going to have to practice harder and try again. For everything else, I haven't seen my wife since this morning. Been a really rotten day. Immediate with your wife. Kinda your own fault, man. I'm very sorry to say. We've received a notice from the Royal Army. It seems the soldiers are ramping up their patrol activities as of today. Please take care out there. And try to come back as soon as you are able. Such a pain, though. Also, there's gonna be one more section that I'm really not looking forward to. Namely, the sneaking section. One that I remember from past trials to be of the faithful kind. Hey, then the movable may have stolen the spotlight, but you're the ones who really noticed. You guys fought amazingly well today. Showed a lot of skill and teamwork out there. No, you're just that good. Quite literally. Okay, we have all of that checked out. See those black armored soldiers going in and out of the castle before. Who are they? Intelligence division. Who else? Alright, we're almost finished with a little roundabout. Package postmarked from Boza arrived for the director just a moment ago. Excuse me, make sure he gets it right away. Did you know that long ago, at the height of ancient civilization, humans lived side by side with other intelligent beings, referred to as the ancient dragons? Their descendants were known to be living in the Boza region, as recently as 5 decades ago. We haven't had any sightings of them recently. Usually people would get scared shitless. When he stumbled upon quite a few books I've been meaning to reference in my research. Very successful day. It's got to get to cracking these older languages now. I mean, to each their own, I suppose. Tomorrow, I was thinking of taking in the tournament's final match. Should be an exciting one. But to get us all been secured, so now we wait. I mean, you know, you could do something else with your time instead of just sitting around and waiting. Be more productive, maybe. And then how about airship traffic? Those from Royal Army personnel seem more common around here of late. Find that on your side with all the recent incidents? I'm sure you can understand why everything makes me very uneasy now. Okay, woman, no reason to scream. Peyton's a special maintenance engineer who used to work on the SA. He says the ship after the crew, and he's been depressed about it ever since. The guardsmen used it, but it was originally made for the royal family. The family stepped up their police presence in the city. The army told us they needed our cooperation in protecting the SA. Of course, I don't see how helping the army is going to benefit my business at all. Yeah, fair point. It doesn't. I get lots of juicy tidbits about the SA from Peyton. That amazing ship is still supposed to be unfinished. The army wasn't around. I'll likely give you the grand tour of it. Sorry, I know. Shouldn't dump this on you, but I needed to say it to somebody. I want to keep running tests on the SA, so all this muckety muck gets wrapped up base up. That's an engineer for you. You know of every one of the engineers who worked on making the assay. Simply amazing. Love to work on a project that big one day. Yeah, it's basically an engineer's wet dream, isn't it? You're like, technological progress achieved. We're going to start stepping up our city patrols, starting today. We're going to smoke those royal guards and refugees out of their hidey holes, one way or another. And they're not gonna like that now, are they? Yeah, well, Joy's folk actually going to like that much. They will like apparently your security duties in the city are to be much more rigorous from here on out. You'll be under Captain Hamilton's orders. Colonel Richard certainly is a busy man. Apparently your security duties in the city are to be much more rigorous as of tonight's shift. We want to step up our efforts as much as we can, as the terrorists have yet to be caught. But we have to go around wiping the special obsessors. Let them clean up their own mess. Fair point. Very fair point, actually. Well, don't tell them that to their face. Could end up rather unhappy for you. Yet all these anti-terrorist countermeasures are keeping General Morgan real busy. Probably does. Madame Adrienne, I always look forward to the Queen's birthday celebration and the Mother's homecoming. I'm able to return home for a very short time during the season, you see. If you had not a peep from my husband, stationed on the Bose side of the Arkham Gate. First time I've seen so cut off from him since the war ended. What's going on here? Yeah, whatever is going on here. Emma's not feeling so well. Hope she's okay. I think she's kind of worried. Because things are not going in a normal way. A lot of more soldiers on patrol than usual. More than any other here too. How come? They were supposed to be absolutely stunning at night. It says on the guidebook. You can't go to the harbor. That's too bad. I've seen Colonel Richard since he went into Castle Lancel. He's here for anti-terror planning. Shouldn't he be out to the Harbor Royal Villa? Maybe Maggie asked him to stay because she can't count on Duke Danworth then. I mean, that is a fair statement. I've been doing all the major establishments. So that would also mean the church. The Great Collapse, and can live down and preserved through a period known as the Dark Age. Life was difficult, but it's said that light of the struggles shone from within the bodies of every man, woman and child. Perhaps the Great Collapse was but a trial for my ideas, sent down from on high to alter our perspectives. It would make ideas a bit of a bitch, when you think about it. I must get ready the hymnals today before next service. Over 200 books to come through. We must ensure no one wrote any dirty limericks in the margins. It's quite a monumental task. Where's Sister Ellen? Hope she hasn't gotten herself lost again. That sister seems to have a habit of getting lost, hasn't she? With the development of orbital technology, the world has become very convenient indeed. As a result, people seem to have lost their faith in ideas. The church that brought us back from the brink of extinction following the Great Collapse. We've forgotten this. Not forgotten, but you know, ain't really a central part of their lives any longer. They announced they would be enforcing stricter security measures. It seems they intend to patrol all major establishments in the city. The Royal Army came by earlier. A message. I'm on break at the moment. I'm passing the time watching the clouds roll by. Seems like a pretty damn chill job you've got. I guess I'm only doing it for the goddess, but truth of the matter is, it's also a pretty damn chill job. I can earn good money with it. The person who said, let's go watch the tournament together. I don't have to worry about him breaking his promise. I broke it for him. First I would quit smoking and find a job. First said we could go see the finals. I can do this. I have some doubts. Do you think they'll reopen the port amidst all these extra regulations? Just a hint. I wouldn't hold my breath. There's enough work that I should have been able to finish before the festivities. Still not even able to start yet. It's not like the army is giving me any compensation for all the work I'm not doing. And the army is kind of fucking the poor little man over, isn't it? Honestly, at times when I enjoy my life's, my wife's lifestyle, I tend to live my own life that way, no matter how much I may wish to. It was her lack of inhibition that attracted me to her in the first place. My husband needs to enjoy life a bit more. It was all thou mustn't, this and thou shan't, that. Got to be taking its toll on him. Shows how seriously he takes life, though. A very, very important trait. I mean, yes, but life without fun is kinda boring. The business here. We've been ordered to keep a strict eye on the employees here. Ah, yeah, watching the newspaper. Evening already. Days fly by so quickly as you get older, it seems. That they do. That they do indeed. Oh, hey, when did soldier become a four-letter word? Oh, got quite a ragtag bunch of rag writers here. They killed me. I'm pretty hard at it, sure, but sells seats to our staff meetings. The passion sells, you know, that's why your paper always does so well. Some Royal Army soldiers came in here a while ago. Seems there's a curfew now, running off the streets by 9 o'clock. Great for business, but it'd be nice to close up early, put on some music and do some reading. Yeah, but you're not gonna earn any money in that time, so that kinda sucks. Lots of managers and writers always get sick near deadline. An unfortunate cocktail of stress, insomnia and poor diet, if you ask me. Or they're just plain hooky. The results are still the same either way. Seems like the Royal Army has been around constantly. My company is not to blame for their heightened alert, I hope. Wouldn't think so. Hey, Niall! Pardon us. Hey, you're here. Amazing. There's actually got the message to you guys. Didn't screw it up, but well, miracles never cease. So, I won your match today. She was in an absolutely cheerful mood when she got back from it. Cool. About what we discussed earlier. Straight to business, I see. Take a look. Got some background on those big shots. I wrote a black file folder. It's from the Royal Army. Yeah, nothing super secret, but I was able to get out some documents. Just say they are known from some of my army contacts. Keep that under your head, okay? Absolutely. Go ahead and read it here. Then you shall open the black folder. Colonel Richard. Colonel Alan Richard, born 1168 in the Rouen region of Libya. Graduated head of his class from the military academy, later assigned to the mobile task force led by Cassius Bright. 1192, recognized for distinguished service under Cassius Bright in the 100 Days War. Brought to staff of the military operations office by Colonel Bright's retirement. Level 1, suggested formation of intelligence division. The militia approves the request and appoints him as the first commander of the new branch. Pretty impressive. When he is the man in charge, they seem to be pretty sharp. Like Major Sid was right about him serving under that 10 years ago. So that really was a colonel. How were you retired? I mean, he had respect and fame and all that. Captain Amalthea. Captain Canone Amalthea. Born 1175 in Nibel's capital city of Brunsell. Excellent grades at the military academy earned her place on the staff of the military operations office shortly after graduation. Level 1. Reassigned to the newly formed intelligence division, Colonel Richard's recommendation. Later appointed as Colonel Richard's aide de camp, assisting directly with military operations command. Excellent grades again. Another intellectual big shot, looks like. Probably means that she's been working for Colonel Richards for a long time. No wonder she's so loyal to him. Second Lieutenant Lawrence Belgar. Age and nationality unknown. Member Jester, who was invited by Colonel Richard to join the intelligence division. Previous activities unknown. It's been guys all along. It's not even from Nibel. It's of his old job as a mercenary being one big blank spot. I don't know. Nickel Corps are known as the best mercenaries in the business for good reasons. I'm kidding. Maybe the Colonel was just looking for a really skilled fighter. It's a possibility. I think I've heard of this Jester somewhere before. Okay. All the information we would want. Thanks for this, Niall. At least we now know a little more about who we're dealing with. As long as it's useful. Got a few juicy tidbits while I was digging around too. Juicy tidbits. Example, First Lieutenant Julia Schwartz of the Royal Guardsmen, currently wanted for questioning. Was in the academy, the same year as Captain Amalthea. You know. Never gave off the impression that they got along all that well. Maybe because they were academy rivals. Canona's got the brains, and Julia's got the combat skills. Pretty big difference there. I see. I'd imagine so. That Julia's always been the super serious knightly type, huh? Next up, this has nothing to do with the military, mind you. It's now about Princess Claudia, right? Princess Claudia. Sounds familiar. On reserves, she was orphaned when the Crown Prince and his wife died. Is the granddaughter of Her Majesty, Queen Alicia. Right, she's not well known, but she is the direct descendant of the Queen. From what I could dig up, she lives in the royal keep, and pretty much stays there most of the time. Someone's been looking for prospective marriage candidates for... Ah, super unusual for rich families, but still, just gross. Not the point. The issue here is who's the someone. Spot on, kid. Could be... I call it a Richard, I suppose. I mean, Duke John would be an amazingly interesting choice, but it would also kind of be hard to put it mildly, incest. A bit. Queen Alicia. You marrying your own grandmother. But before we continue, I shall for once just look at my little stream and go like, stream is okay, are you running? And now it's a pain in the ass, but let's actually make sure that things are going well for once. They seem to be going well. Well, okay-ish. So, let me get back into the game without clicking anything. Yeah, Colonel Richard is the obvious choice. Hey, not bad, Keith. It's Colonel Richard who's been exploring foreign countries for a suitable candidate, looks like. Good. It's kind of weird. Why would he even be involved in setting up arranged marriage? Pretty interesting, ain't it? And now, there's something I want from you two. Huh? You want us to win the tournament and get you some information at the dinner party, right? What about the long and short of it? Okay. Not shy about asking for stuff, are you? Hey, I got you information. It's called Give and Take, sweetheart. Oh, that's been helpful. Oh, alright. I'll let you know if we find out anything. That's what I like to hear. If all goes well today, I might not even need to rely on you two. Excuse me for a sec. Hello, Hebrew News. Oh, it's you. I've been waiting for you to call in. What, starting now? Okay, got it. I'll meet you there. What's going on? Sorry to got your hand run on you, but I've got to go meet someone. Thanks again for a light tonight. Sun's going down as it is. Hey, have an outdoor anyways. Be up during the daytime while the crazy chick is being trained. Hey, maybe. Guys can just kick back and relax when I'm out. Good job. Good luck with your work. You too. Don't screw up tomorrow's match. Well then, what should we do now? Guess we should stop by the guild and go back to the hotel. We're to report in the info that Niall got for us. Fine by me. So now we go back to the guild and then we are finally done with the day. Another day. Daddies. One more day and one more match. So, Joshua, how did your meeting go with the reporter from the Libel News? Did you get any valuable leads or information? Well, Joshua explained the details of Niall's findings on Elman. So, Second Lieutenant Lawrence is part of a Jäger Corps. More specifically, the Jäger Corps known as Jester. Must have heard of that name? Definitely. I'd best look it up. The Guild and Jäger Corps ever work together? Not at all. If anything, we consider one another to be business rivals. We make it our business not to interfere in matters of state, you see, as the Jägers largely revel in such matters. Often employed in border disputes, they have some quite opposing viewpoints regarding the safety of the common man. They don't sound very nice. I take it there's no chance of getting information on this. I wouldn't say no chance. With a bit of cloak and dagger, I might be able to find the information you seek. It takes several days to gather the necessary intel, however, so you wouldn't have it before the championship. Is that alright? Championship. This has nothing to do with the competition, so yeah, if you please. Thank you, Emma. Also, regarding the Colonel's hunt for Princess Claudia's future husband, I got a few morsels of information which may have some connection. Okay? Half of the Imperial Royal family will be arriving at Grand Cell during the Queen's birthday celebration. I don't know their name, but we do know this is the first time someone from the family has come to Libel since the war 10 years ago. This is fairly significant news. See, however, it does seem connected with talk of Princess Claudia's marriage. I don't actually know a thing about the Imperial Royal family, and the only Imperial I've ever met is Olivia. The princess has just celebrated her 16th birthday. Seems much too early for her to be married. Suspect there may be politics at work here. 16? Jeez, I'm 16 myself. It's the appropriate age for a young lady to make her debut in high society. Unless we reverted to a much repressed time, it is much too soon for marriage. Indeed, as I said, I suspect there is a political motive to this push for wedlock. Finding that motive will no doubt prove to be a most valuable endeavor. Gotcha. And on the ride to the castle, we'd be able to investigate much more easily. And we need to secure a win in tomorrow's championship. Dangerous as this may be, but something for you. Here. Received. Grand Salture key. B. What the heck is this too? It's yours. We always keep a few on hand at the capital branch. I don't know when they might come in handy. We should open one of the access gates near the Grand Arena. Some pretty strong monsters living down there, so I figured it might make a suitable training ground. Bring it. We could totally use the warm-up. Thank you, Helena. I just do my job. Make sure you don't head down there without some backup, though. Just the two of you. You're toast. No problem there. We'll head down with Zin and Olivia after we meet up with them tomorrow. Oh, it's late. Probably get back to the hotel. Hey, you two. Random soldiers just walking up. Oh, what's going on? You're on patrol. Nighttime patrols have been increased as part of the counter-terrorism measures. Just avoid going out after 9 o'clock if it's all possible. You should go home. I think that's a little obnoxious, but if you need to go out after 9 o'clock. Perhaps I'll make the decision, miss. Sorry to cause any trouble, but everyone has to abide by the rules. Anyway, where's it that you two live? Staying at the hotel in the North Block. We'll be there for the duration of the martial arts competition. Wait a second. I could say I've seen you two somewhere before. Hey, I get in the tournament. Now not to mention it. Oh, are you guys in the audience? Well, we were on security detail. Match today was pretty incredible. Tomorrow's the championship, no? I just got you to the hotel, so you can rest up for your big fight. Very well, except... not really having much of a choice here. Thanks for escorting us. We appreciate it. Gotta be kidding. I'm big fans of yours. All in the same army, but I don't know. Those special ops types just rubbed me the wrong way for some reason. Kidding, I just don't get what goes through their heads. I think talking like this is a little disrespectful of Connor Richard, though. Well, that's why we're putting so much faith in your participation. Good luck with tomorrow's match. Thank you. What do I think we can? Well, we'll try at least. Phew. Well, kind of complicated, huh? I don't think those guys know a thing about the Cullen's plot. I think the intelligence division will just track their soldiers. Even if it comes down the chain of command, they accept as the truth. I try to make enemies of them, since they're rooting for us and all. Regardless of anything else, be wise not to stir up trouble with the rank-and-file soldiers. You say we stay in our room tonight and just rest up. Okay. Quite a number of soldiers seem to be patrolling out there. All other guests who have gone out have inevitably been let right back in. Can't even enjoy the nightlife, eh? Out with a guy from the same block, huh? It's breaking up suck. This sucks so bad. Won't be so embarrassed. Maybe go to bed early so I can feel well rested for tomorrow's match. Need a nice warm soak to lift the worry from my bones. Hey, newbies. It's about to go take a shower. I'm drenched in sweat and I don't like it one bit. Bit much information, but sure. Streets were really quiet today. The championship tomorrow, I thought things be more, you know, lively. They would be, if not for the soldiers actually pushing back. I should get some rest for tomorrow's match. Keeping yourselves fit and ready for anything is an important part of being a bracer. Sometimes taking it easy is not so bad, you know. As long as my sweetie pie is here next to me. I really wanted to spend the night on the town with my girlfriend. On your note, there's a new curfew that starts tonight. So of the coffee. But hotel, I will come with my husband. Now, since I know that the sneaky section comes after this, I don't know if it starts immediately, but I think it is. I will end it here, nice and easy and peacefully, because I think we have done pretty well. at least as a fun episode for the last match and the stealth mission. And, well, from there... I think after that, precisely after that actually, we have, I think 1 or 2 more quests basically, and not that much more honestly, so it's kinda... No, we're moving close. We're moving close towards the end. In rather giant steps at that. For the moment, however, I shall bid you adieu. Jesus, I'm tired. Yeah, have a good one with all of that, and let me see who I have in my little list. Today we have on the left side, little strategy, remember? Game first, second, and last, to put it mildly. At least until almost the end. We shall thank him very much for his participation, of course, and he also have donated, well, $3, or well, if you want to be very precise, €2.98. That too is very much appreciated. Thank you again, very much so. And last but not least, we have, in the 11th hour basically, joining us, the little sandwich bag to go like, what the world is this? Football and murder? No. Just good old-fashioned combat to fightus. Nice little system of theirs. Now, that is everybody on that side. On the right side, the YouTube side, we have none. That is easily nameable. Makes it a lot easier as far as that is concerned. As for everybody else on the more lurking side, do feel appreciated too. Pat yourself on the shoulder for a job well done indeed, and I do hope to see you all again soon, as in tomorrow. Tomorrow will probably be another episode of this. You know, a bit much at once, but alas. And, well, we'll see how far we can go. Friday and Saturday should be normal days, and Sunday should as usually be co-op day if things work out that way. And next week we are going to continuously work on this game to finish it up good and proper, to open up a few more slots, shall we say, for what's to come. With that in mind, once again, have a good one, and bye bye.